I'll start it now.
Well, hello again. Welcome to EWB's first GBM, and we're gonna hop right into it. So first, we're gonna go over what is Engineers Without Borders here at UCSD. So what we are is we're a humanitarian organization based in the UCSD campus. So what that means for us and what our club tries to accomplish is that we care about our student members and we care about developing their skills, including working in diverse groups. So we're not a major specific org, and even though we are Engineers Without Borders, we're still not engineering specific org. We welcome everybody who wants to develop their engineering field and work on engineering projects. It also means that we care about helping communities, whether it be in SD or internationally, and we're going to learn about that in the upcoming slides. So here's an overview of our mission. As you can see, we have community development programs for the San Diego area. We have international projects in Kaiching, Kenya and Tijuana, Mexico, research projects and professional development projects, all aimed to either develop student skills or develop the communities in San Diego or internationally. And now I'm gonna hand it off to Trinity.
Yeah, so hi everyone, I'm Trinity, I'm one of the co-presidents. So here are a couple benefits of being a part of EWB. In my personal opinion, I think there are endless benefits, but these are just a couple. So the first is that you can gain experience applying technical knowledge to develop real solutions. We also have really innovative research, which we'll hear about later. We also engage in a lot of community development, and you can meet a lot of new people. As a small anecdote, a lot of my closest friends come from this org, and a lot of my friends who weren't part of this org are now part of it. So I think it's a great community that we have within our club. And finally, we have a bunch of international outreach projects, so you can really make an impact with us. So now we'll go into some officer introductions. So as I mentioned a couple minutes ago, I'm Trinity. I'm one of the co-presidents. Previously, I was a VPE and also on the Catchers Project. I'm a third-year mechanical engineering major with a minor in humanities. So I do love reading, as you can probably tell, anything creative. And I included my Animal Crossing character just because I think it's a little fun. But yeah.
And hello again, I'm David Lopez. I'm the other co-president. I'm currently a fourth year electrical engineering major from Warren College. Some of my interests are basketball, engineering, and animals. And fun fact, if you look at the bottom right, you will see a cute little dog that has turned into a crazy monster. And that that is my dog. Her name's Millie, and she is terrible. She barks at everybody, but I love her, so it's fine.
Hey everyone, my name is Dafina Sopi. I am the current Vice President External for the club, and I was previously co-lead for the Tijuana project. I'm a third year bioengineering major, and I love art, nature, and traveling, mainly to Kosovo, my home country, but ask me about the other countries I've been to.
Hi, I'm Parker. I am the Vice President Internal and current Kaiching co-lead. I am a third year bioengineering major and global health minor. Fun fact about me, I love hiking. Also, I'm roommates with our Vice President External, in case you're wondering about our screen situation. And there's my dog. So yeah, enjoy.
Hi everyone, my name is Allison. I'm the Director of Outreach for EWB and the Code Lead for Project Foghatchers. I'm currently a second year Marshall, majoring in nanoengineering with prospective double minor in entrepreneurship and innovation and philosophy. One fun fact is that I unintentionally catfished some girls in Among Us when I played as Todd, which is named after my giant zucchini I harvested in 12th grade. And they thought I was a cool, shy, mysterious boy, which was flattering, but I'm sorry to disappoint.
Hi everyone, my name is Vicky and I'm a fourth year mechanical engineering major with a minor in mathematics. I love learning and playing different instruments, and a quick fun fact about Allison and I, which is the other podcatcher co-lead, is that we experienced the same earthquake in the same region on the other side of the world at the same time without knowing it. And then we found out one time when we were just randomly chatting that we were in the same area. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, so Garvin can't make it today because his GBM is at the same time as ours. He's the president of Musicians Club. But yeah, he's our vice president of finance. He's a third-year chemical engineering major, and as you can tell in the picture, he plays bass. So yeah, that's just a little bit about him.
Hi everyone, I'm Clever, third-year mechanical engineer from Mirror. I'm also a project member from Kaiching, which we'll get into it. Great. I also started to crochet a blanket, which is really cool, and it's near me, so I'm going to show you guys my proud work. It's becoming something. So if you join, you'll see my blanket grow, hopefully by winter, because it gets cold. But yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Natalie. I'm the Director of Technical and Professional Development. I'm a third-year applied math major and data science minor. I enjoy hiking and sunset walks as seen in the left picture, and the right picture is just me playing around with Snapchat filters.
Hi everyone, my name is Jeanette. I'm one of the TJ co-leads. I'm a fourth-year mechanical engineering major. I love animals, reading, and traveling, and as you can see, my dog gets spoiled on his birthday.
Hi everyone, my name is Mara Gamba. I'm a fourth-year computer engineering major, and I am the Kaiching co-lead along with Parker. And I really enjoy naps. On the first picture is just me taking a nap at like a coffee shop because I was dead. And I also enjoy watching Lovecraft Country and scrolling through Twitter.
So now we're going to get into the details of some of our projects. So you're going to be able to see all the programs, all the products that we're running right now. And I think we're going to be throwing it back to Moral and Parker. They can talk about the Kaiching Project.
All right, so the Kaiching Project is focused on a community, Kaiching, which, as written in the slide, is a rural community about 6 hours outside of Nairobi, Kenya. And our primary mission is to provide access to a clean and accessible source of water. Their current water source you can see in that far left picture on your screen, kind of not great to drink from. And then the way we are going about this is a very comprehensive manner of not just addressing sources of water, but also trying to develop sustainable technologies for hygiene and sanitation within the community. So I'll pass it off to Marat to talk a little bit more about that.
Right, and so our project is sort of divided into different sub-teams that work on different aspects of this project. We have a main sub-team working on the distribution system and implementation design of our borehole. We have another team that works on hygiene education campaigns, so working on posters, and recently during the COVID pandemic, we were able to donate money and relief funds, as well as instructions on how to create homemade masks. And then we have two other teams that do prototyping, and these are our water container cleaning station team, as well as our hand washing station team. And they're supposed to be creating the sustainable technologies that Parker mentioned to help educate the community on proper ways to have sanitation and hygiene.
Awesome.
That's
Thank
it.
you guys. Thank you, Moral and Parker. And now we're going to hear from the TJ leads and the Tijuana project that they're developing.
Right. So coincidentally, we're also working on giving clean water and developing sustainable technologies for certain communities down in TJ, our neighbor to the south. Now, we have been working with an orphanage down there for a few years now, developing a system for for them to have clean water, because the city does provide water. It's more akin to gray water than anything else. But even then, a lot of the water, like, they cut off service for up to weeks at a time if they have shortages, and essentially they're in a water uncertain state. And our job is to try to alleviate that. We're hoping to actually have the filter and the system in place by the end of fall quarter, and maybe as soon as week 6, if all things go to plan. We are currently recruiting members, and we are currently hoping to expand to other communities in needs. We have been in talks with other UCSD members down in TJ who have put us in contact with some other possible communities, which we may or may not disclose at a point in the future. It's still a bit too early to say. But if you want to make a difference and you want to help our neighbors to the south, our org is a pretty good chance to do it. We are doing both remote help through mentorship, designing, planning, logistics, and we're also doing in-person help. Now, it's not expected for anyone to actually like, no individual member has an obligation or a mandate to actually come, and it is high risk. We are doing our best to provide PPE and measures to keep the team safe, but even then, international travel is inherently risky in the time of COVID. I simply say this so that I'm not, full disclosure, just full disclosure. If you want to help either in water insecurity or helping mentor children, please reach out. We have our first meeting for general members this coming Tuesday at 7 p.m. We have an interest form, which you can see through the slides. I'd highly suggest anyone who is even remotely interested in joining us to fill that out as soon as possible. And we are also having a when to meet, because the Tuesday time is simply a placeholder at the moment for future meetings that we'll probably have at a different time that is a bit more convenient for all the other members. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Guillermo. I forgot to make a slide for the previous. Yes, thank you for introducing all the other members. I'm the Tijuana co-lead, and Janet is my other co-lead. I'll pass it off to her to fill in any points that I may have forgotten.
Yeah, so I'm Jeanette. I'm the other co-lead. Guillermo pretty much touched everything, but we will be having our meeting next week, and in that meeting we'll disclose a lot more other information and where the project is going. So I'd highly suggest you all attend that meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you, Guillermo and Janet. And don't worry if you guys missed this link and haven't gotten a chance to fill out that form. It's going to be posted on Facebook in the EWB group, so you'll get a chance to do that after. And now we're going to head over and talk about Project Fogcatchers.
Hi, I'm Allison, co-lead of Project Fogcatchers. Project Fogcatchers is actually an idea that originated from members of research and development. This idea went head-to-head with other engineering ideas and ended up being the one chosen from votes to become our EWB's third long-term project.
So right now, our club is divided into 2 teams, where one is focusing on research and the other focusing on design prototyping. So right now, with our research paper, we have pretty much finished our exoskeleton. We finished our research plan, and we have our background and abstract all written. So it's just waiting on data from the design prototyping team before we can start finishing up our research paper. But of course, there's always polishing that's needed before it's ready for publication. And for our design prototyping team, if you look on the bottom right of our slide, this is the enclosure that we have designed to test different mesh materials. If you look closely on the right, there's a small fog machine, and essentially it will pump fog into this enclosure a fan will direct the fog through a small tunnel onto a mesh material. And we have different types of mesh materials. Each mesh material design have different efficiency, and a slot underneath the mesh material will catch the water droplets, and we'll use those data to determine which mesh design is the most efficient.
So our project has a lot of opportunity for implementation. Our next milestone is seeing to implement it in schools and community gardens. And San Diego offers great opportunity to test this because it is an area of high fog concentration. We also are looking into future potential to implement this in villages. Other goals we are currently interested in are designing our website and CAD modeling. So if you have any experience in these fields, we highly encourage you to apply. We are unfortunately not heavily recruiting this quarter, but we will definitely open it up more for winter quarter.
And if you're interested in learning more about our project, feel free to contact Allison and I. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you guys. So that was our project. So now we're going to head to some more programs. And the first one up is Quarterly Project. So I'm going to hand it over to Natalie.
Hi, guys. Oh, you can go to the next slide. Thank you. All right, so I'll be leading quarterly projects. So what are quarterly projects? It's an 8-week program where you all can work on humanitarian focused projects. It's a great way to meet new people and develop useful technical skills. We'll have workshops all throughout this quarter to help you all with these projects. And just to note, it looks great on a Resume or LinkedIn if that's something you want to put on. And for fall quarterly projects, it'll be completely virtual. You'll be paired up in either teams of up to 4 or in partners. All right, so here's an overview of the timeline for this quarter. So tomorrow, actually, we have our deadline to sign up for quarterly projects. So if you're interested in signing up, please feel free to go to that link. And then this coming Friday, we'll have kickoff where the teams and the theme will be revealed. Just a quick hint, I don't want to give it completely away, but it is COVID related. So, and then weeks 3 through 9, we'll have workshops to help with the projects. And then there'll also be that deadline to sign up for the projects on October 18th. And then on week 9, we'll have virtual project showcase and awards where you will briefly present your project to everyone. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me in the bottom of the screen. There's my email.
All right, thank you, Natalie. And of course, for anybody who's interested, we have this program posted on our Facebook page, so go ahead and check it out. Another program we're running is our Research and Development program. So what is Research and Development? Research and Development, and the way we're going to be running it this quarter, is basically going to be, as the term says, we're going to be researching and developing engineering ideas to develop a solution for humanitarian project problems. So it's an opportunity for you guys to develop your ideas and get creative and start to discover the feasibility of the idea that you may have had or the idea that you could develop with your project teams. So this is the general timeline for R&D. So for week 1, which we're actually pushing it to week 2, is the deadline to register. This Friday is when you're going to be meeting your team. Week 3 are going to be Q&A sessions with EWB members, and week 4 through 8 are going to be weekly challenges to get you to develop your ideas more and get that project fully finished by week 9. We're going to be doing mock project proposals. Now I'm going to go back to Natalie.
Thank you. So here's our workshop schedule. So again, you don't have to be in quarterly projects to come to these workshops. You can always just come to learn new technical skills. So again, here's a brief overline of the weeks and how the workshops are going to be run. So on weeks 3 through 7, on every Friday, we'll have Arduino workshops hosted by David from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. San Diego time. And then weeks 3, 5, 6, and 7, we'll be doing SolidWorks workshops, and that will be a collab with other few orgs. And then also throughout weeks 3 through 9, we'll be having programming workshops from 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. San Diego time.
So besides all that, we do have some other activities planned for the year, like Hoover High School is a local school here in San Diego, where we're gonna be like mentoring students, and it'll be really cool just getting a chance to meet some high school kids. As Natalie has discussed, there's gonna be some workshops to develop skills to put into your resume and stuff like that. So it'll be really cool. There's also professional development where you could like meet like industry people or just develop a network and stuff. The other day we did have like a grad school event, and there was a great lineup for you to like meet these really cool people. We also have this pen pal program thing to kind of help save the United States Postal Service. Get paired with like another member in EWB. It's really cool, and it's fun, to send a letter and stuff. And also EWB ballot is just a voting initiative challenge to get everyone to go out and vote, and there's gonna be a prize at the end, so that's always cool. And yeah, could you go to the next one? Yeah, so you could probably like see all this information on our Facebook or go on Instagram, get connected with us, and yeah, go on our Instagram, follow us. It's great.
Thank you, Clever. And lastly, just to look at all our beautiful EW dogs, or as we like to call them, EW barks. So that is the end of our GBM slides. We're going to be sticking around for Q&A, and I'm actually going to go back to the previous slides so you guys can follow us on Instagram, add us on Facebook, join our group, fill out these interest forms. And if you have any questions, Trini and I are going to stick around, answer anything that you guys have. But if you guys don't want to stick around, I appreciate you all coming, taking time out of your Tuesday night. And we hope to see you in EWB this year.
Yeah, awesome. And just a couple notes on logistics. So first, don't freak out if you can't get to all the links that you want to, because we will be sending those slides out after the meeting. And second of all, I'm going to stop the recording because I know like when people ask questions, maybe you don't want to be on the recording. But you can also DM us in the chat. Most of our officers have their position in their name. So if you have a question about a specific project, I recommend messaging them or even shouting them out in your question. But yeah, thank you everyone again for staying, and thank you to the officers who presented.